folks, I'm a little bit early. That's because I'm anxious today. I am anxious today. I am. I am anxious today. Yeah, let me make sure. Okay. Yeah. Hey, come on in. 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 I got a lot to say. A lot to say. I'm so excited and disgusted at the same time. At the same time. Where my people at? Hey, Neek. Hey, Neek. Let me see something. I am disgusted and excited at the same time. Listen, I was woke up this morning excited about. Hey, friend, I woke up this morning, y'all, excited about TikTok. Y'all know I love me some TikTok. Hey, T, love me some TikTok. I might cuss all through this. I don't know. I feel like cussing. Um, so I got up this morning and posted about 5 TikToks, right? Something I could do in the bed, just require some little artwork and so on and so forth, right? Well, y'all know, if y'all don't know, it's a trend going on, black women, right? For black women. It's called the Black Girl Follow Train, right? So if you're not, even if you don't have any content on TikTok, put your arm down there, show a picture or something, so you can follow all of these black women on TikTok. This is a movement, right? Well, the Karens done got mad about it. We can't have nothing. Nothing can we have. So I'm gonna let a few more folks come in here before I get to talking because I'm really, really pissed. I'm really pissed. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired of racism. I am tired of it. I am so tired of it. So tired of it, right? All my life. All my life. I had to fight. I feel like Celia. I'm tired of that stuff though. And I want to cuss. I don't know if I am or not, but I want to. I really want to cuss up a storm. Right? So, got to make it happen for yourself, right? So listen, like I said, I'm following the TikTok black girl follow train, right? What that means is every black woman that you see, you like her and you follow her. Just hit the plus, follow and like. And we're driving the numbers up. It's for everyone, right? Driving the numbers up. Let me tell y'all, yesterday when I started this, and I didn't really know it was going on because I'd be at work, right? So when I have time, because I can get addicted to TikTok. I can be on TikTok for hours till my phone die, right? So, hey, Lorraine. So this morning, like I said, in my bed, I created about 5 TikToks, right? Hey, Elle. I created about 5 TikToks, right? Something that just required me to post a picture that I already had. I'm down with the black girl movement. Black girl follow train movement, right? Okay. So like I said, I started off yesterday. I had 800 followers. I now have 1,200, right? And plus more, but they have blocked it. Let me tell y'all what TikTok have done. I know it's TikTok. I know it's TikTok. I just Googled it. Why can't I follow anyone? Now, it hasn't allowed me since about noon to follow anyone. And because what we're doing is, if you follow me, I follow you back. So I have a long list, if I could show y'all, of people I've been following all day. I've been following people, right? And now it will not let me follow. And it probably won't. It probably won't let a lot, because a girl told me earlier, she said as soon as they unblock me, I'll be able to follow. I try to follow all of us on TikTok. Most of all I follow are us. I do both men and women. They'll typically follow back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But see, since it's a movement going on, let me see if I can show y'all. So I don't know if you all can see, right? This is all of the people that I cannot follow that have followed me all day, all day, all day. See, once you hit the red, then you follow them. they have blocked me from following, right? You see all them people? They have blocked me from following, right? Why? I don't know. So when I try to follow someone, it says, let me tell you what it says. And this was started around noon, I'm going to say. It says, when I try to follow, it says, you're following accounts too quickly. Try again later. Now, what sense does that mean? What sense does that make saying I'm following too quickly when it's a social media app and that's the whole point of a social media app, right? And so it has been like that all day. Like I said, I have got 400 followers in 24 hours time, right? Because black women are serious about this. And almost every black woman you see on TikTok is saying something to the effect of, you follow me, I follow you. Let's go, right? So I'm excited that I've been doing it. Well, I started seeing later on in the morning, maybe around 10, the Karens are upset that we are doing something for us, right? It boggles my mind that we cannot have anything. Anything. You got our little ragged Negroes, you can have them. We cannot even have a movement. They tried to discredit Black Lives Matter and say all lives matter. We cannot have anything for ourselves. And it gets on my nerves, right? And I've seen several videos where the Karens are really researching women who are involved with this movement, right? Now, what I think happened, and I hope this isn't true, but like I said, a girl that I was following said to me earlier that as soon as she get out of TikTok jail, she's going to follow me back. And I TikTok jail, right? So I don't know what's going on, but it's not allowing me to follow any of these people back, right? And it's getting on my nerves because it was flowing up until this point, right? And even I can still follow. I just tried. I guess they are limiting the number you can follow. And yeah, maybe so. But why? Because I follow a lot of people. So what they're doing is trying to stop the movement. Anything, let me tell y'all something. I'm sick of white folks. Anything that we try to do, try to have, they try to eliminate it. And all I can think about all I can think about is Rosewood, Oklahoma, where they have burned down anything we've had to be proud. This is a movement. This is all we doing is following each other on social media. So then, and I wondered why I seen several ladies, everyone can have us except us. Exactly. I wondered why, I seen a couple comments, from other TikTokers saying, since TikTok is playing in our face, everybody put your IG in the comments. So I did that to a couple of, anybody that I saw that said it, I put my IG in there. And I was wondering why they were saying that. And it's probably because it's being done to more than just me. It's probably being done to a lot of women, right? Because the algorithm is off. Like, I put up 5 TikToks this morning, and it kept saying 0 views, but the followers are multiplying steadily by the moment, literally by the moment, right? Hey, Arhiel. So I said the system is off, right? That was before they stopped allowing me to follow all these. Last I counted, it was about 50 people. It's probably about 100 now that I can't follow, right? Why? It's a social media app. Now, the thing is, we are creative people. TikTok came about during the pandemic, during a time when people were sitting in the house, right? Very creative. I love TikTok, right? I'm going to make it my business tonight to watch and follow every quick. Please, please, please. Because that's what we're all doing, right? That's what we're all doing. And it's very fulfilling, right? Because black women are coming together to bond. Now, I also saw a video on TikTok where a young lady said, we don't have a black girl headquarters. She said, I'm going to make it my business to have a place for us to communicate. See, they've always tried to silence us, right? Always tried to silence us. And so what I didn't know until today, the thing about TikTok is once you get 1,000 followers, you can go live. I never thought about going live. I don't even think about it. I barely go live on YouTube, right? I don't go live on Facebook. I don't go live on none of it, right? So the thing is, numbers is power. And a lot of ladies I saw on TikTok were saying, please follow me so I can talk about XYZ. Very important things that were important to them. Not no junk, not no foolishness. You know, even though people are funny on TikTok and I love to see it because it's quite entertaining. But people had definite platforms and that they wanted to speak about, right? Now, y'all, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I hope I'm not wrong. I hope these white folks ain't trying to stop us from talking. I hope so. I hope so. I hope not. That's not how they. That's not cool. Yeah, yeah. And it's like every video today, every TikTok this morning. I'm telling you, I got up at 6 o'clock. I really enjoyed my days off, right? Being lazy. Usually when I'm off, this is the first time in 6 months that I could just be lazy. Usually I'm trying to hustle. I'm trying to do something to get me some money or something. But I thoroughly enjoyed not doing anything, right? And but watching TV and being on social media. And so it really bothered me that I was so excited. I'm still excited. I was so excited today to see all these black women with positivity, right? And now they have blocked it. Because like I said, it makes sense to me now what other TikTokers were saying to me. You know, they were saying, leave your IG. We're going to bend the corner. Leave your IG. So we're going to follow each other on IG. And I was like, okay, cool. Not understanding that people are being stopped and blocked, right? Because today, I'm so upset about this. My whole commentary today was going to be about Jaguar White, not Jaguar Wright, and I'm going to still talk about her, but I had to get this off my chest, right? Like, why white people? Why? And the Karen, you know, when you see these videos, let me tell y'all something. I have seen some of the most horrific videos of Karens attacking black men and women. Now, that has not happened to me. Probably because I be in I wish a motherfucker would mode. But it's amazing what these white women are doing. It's absolutely amazing. I have seen some horrific videos how they stop people, block people. Like, I don't, and I'm going to say it's probably the neighborhood that they're in. Because where I come from, like I live in a nice, quiet neighborhood right here. But where I come from, the Karen wouldn't dare. They'd kill her and keep on run right over. But I just don't understand. Like I said, when I first saw it around noon, I'm going to say it was around noon. I was like, okay, cool. You know, something wrong. Everything, because I know the algorithm is probably off because everybody's doing it. Everybody on TikTok is doing it, right? So I said the algorithm is probably off. But it's 6 hours later. It's 6 hours later. And I don't know my password. Once I get on the app, I never log out of it. I've been on Facebook since I've been on Facebook. I don't know what the password. I don't know what none of that is, right? I've been on Facebook for about probably a little over 10 years, maybe 11, 12 years, right? So I don't know what nothing is. So if I log out of it, I never get back to that page because I don't know what it is. And I'm thinking this is what TikTok wants. So you have to start all over again. So we can never get to where we want to get. Because I think the goal I heard ladies say is 5,000. Now everybody has 5,000 followers, right? So, and like I said, I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, but in my heart, in my spirit, in my soul, white folks is behind this. They're behind this, right? This is something so simple as so what, we following each other. So what? So what? So what? Right? Hey, Lisa Marie, so what? They are so bold these days and have no sense. Yeah. So what, we following each other? What about those people that attacked the Capitol January 6th? They had secret meetings. They had meetings. They was in cahoots. Y'all didn't catch that. Y'all didn't stop that, right? I am just so perturbed, disturbed, upset. And you know, I'm a petty person. In case y'all didn't know, I'm petty. So little stuff like this will send me over the roof. Like I'm mad until I get to the bottom of it, right? I just don't understand it. I don't like it. You know, something that brings you joy. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all know I sat in the house for 2 years, 2020 and 2021. I didn't really move around too much till I got here this year, and I still don't move around much, right? Well, for my friend Jeanette, I wouldn't have went nowhere. And well, I went to the rodeo, but so to have something entertaining to do, like I like social media, and if I was to weigh it, Facebook keeps me up with my friends and family, people that I've known for years, forgot all about. My cousin, before I moved here, my cousins, my girlfriends all over the country, people I went to school with, keep you up on what's going on all around, right? That's what Facebook is for. Instagram, sort of the same thing, but it's a little more entertaining, right? TikTok is just all the way entertaining. People are showing their talents. People are having fun. People are dancing. That's what I like to do, dance, right? So it amazes me that we can't have fun. Y'all don't want us to have fun. Y'all don't want us to have fun collectively. Is that the problem? You don't want us to have fun collectively? Like, I don't understand, and I will never understand, and I'm almost in tears just thinking about my whole life, the shit that white folks have done, right? It just amazes me, right? For no reason. Like, I don't care what nobody do. I don't care what anybody do. I'm not trying to, as long as it ain't bothering me, I don't care, right? My TikTok is at Jackie Mason 2. It's down in my videos. I'm gonna put it in this when we're done. At Jackie Mason 2. I guess I should write it right here. Let me write it right here. So, I'm very, very upset, like I said, because it's the little things for me, right? Put your TikTok. Yeah, I'm about to put it now. I'm about to do it right now. It's the little things for me, right? And so when you try to stop that, like you try to stop my good time, we done gave y'all them raggedy Negroes. You can have them, right? You can have them. Every time I get on this computer, okay. You can have them, right? Let us have our entertainment. And it's a lot of people doing a lot of things. A lot of black women doing a lot of things. It's very informative. Like, I tell you what I do at night. And I don't know why they do it at night. I guess because everybody at home, right? It's a lot of at Jackie Mason 2. There it is, y'all. It's a lot of I watch a lot of makeup artists at night, right? I watch a lot of hey, Angel. I watch a lot of makeup artists at night, right? And these people are artists. They're artists. The creativity that I see on TikTok beats no other. It's just beyond, right? The creativity. Comedians, people doing skits, people just speaking what they speaking, panels, people having conversations. Like last night, or was it this morning? It was this morning. I was like, what is y'all doing early this morning? I don't know. People just don't work. I don't know what they do. Maybe everybody was off like me. But I watched this guy that I follow. He's an older guy. You know what cracks me up is when older dudes think they sexy. Then maybe some of them are, but But anyway, I have to go into that in a minute. It's a guy that I follow, and he's always laying on the bed when he talks. I guess that's just a comfortable space for him, right? And it was 4 people. I don't know how you do that. I guess once you get to 1,000 followers, you can do different kind of stuff. I don't know. I never looked into it. But anyway, they were talking about being poly. Now, this is something, I don't know if it's new or just new to me, right? That I've been hearing about this the last year or so, about people in poly relationships, right? Now, for me, that wouldn't work because I need my man by myself. And I have never been with a black man that's going to allow another man to be with me. Now, he may want 2 women, 2 of us, but I don't know no black man that's going to allow that. If I was going to be in a poly, I'm going to need 2 men. If I'm going to need me 2 men. I don't want no woman around. But anyway, they were talking about poly, and it was a young girl, and I guess these people, they always talk because they seem to know each other, right? And I'm thinking, and so the guy says he used to be poly. So somebody asked, well, do that mean y'all have orgies all the time? He said, no, that's not really, but if they want to. I was like, Lord have mercy, right? But it's very interesting. TikTok is much more interesting and much more interactive than the other social media sites for me anyway, right? Because I'm telling you, it's very addictive. I sometimes I put it down for months. That's why I didn't know that this black girl movement was going on. Because I'd be at work, but I was off and I've been looking at it. But anyway, it's very, very, very entertaining. And to take that from us, because we said we're going to be a collective. All we said was, you follow me, I follow you. That's it. Ain't nobody said we about to go get some guns and kill everybody, or we about to go get all the white boys we can. Nobody said nothing like that. All we said, we going to do, you follow me, I follow you back. That's it, right? That's it. And the sisterhood, let me tell y'all something. All this morning while I was doing that and responding to people and commenting with people, you could feel the sisterhood. You could feel it, right? Now listen, Karen's, y'all, I got this dude. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Let me give a message to this dude. Anyway, he just threw me off, right? Let me tell y'all this real quick. Let me put a pin on the TikTok and tell y'all about this right here. Y'all my sisters. Let me tell y'all about this. So I met a guy I don't know when it was warm outside, a couple months ago or something. I had to take it off my phone for a minute because I needed a break. I could start watching, and next thing you know, me too, right? My phone will be dead, right? And the funny thing is, because I'm doing so much in the day, I start watching it at night, and I got to be in the bed. I have watched it to 2, 3 in the morning, and know I got to get up and go to work, right? But anyway, let me tell you about this guy. Let me tell y'all, and I want y'all's comments. I want y'all's comments on this. So it was a guy. Nice looking guy, tall man. I like tall men. He was slim, but he was nice looking. I met him outside, and he immediately, he's African too. He immediately asked me out. First conversation. You want to go to lunch, right? Okay, cool. No, that ain't Mr. Fart. No, I knew Mr. Fart. I met him last year when I first came down here. No. This is a nice looking gentleman, right? Very nice looking. Slender, but he's very nice looking, right? Dressed well. And, okay, he asked me for lunch right away. Okay, cool. That day. Is it raining outside? He wanted to go that day. Okay, cool. I happened to be off, right? I think it was a Tuesday because, and I'm going to tell you something about Tuesday. So, I said, okay, cool. It was nice outside. So, he took me to a Greek restaurant, which I guess I don't really like Greek. I like gyros, but that's about it. But he took me to a Greek restaurant, and it had outside seating up under this thing. Real nice, right? Okay, cool. So we talking, and he said, you can, how did he put that? You can ask me anything, or I don't, something to the effect that he's an honest guy, right? But while I'm talking, see, when I talk with my eyes, right? So while we're talking, I noticed he couldn't look me in my eye, but I said sometimes people are shy, they nervous or anxious or whatever, that's cool. But I'm looking you dead in your eye. What's up, right? So we had good conversation over food. We sat there after we ate and talked some more. And then he took me home. Now, not took me home because I met him. We was going our separate ways. When he walked me to my car, which I thought was nice, I'm going to give you a hug. Okay, bye. He immediately, y'all, went in to kiss me on my mouth and threw me off. It threw me straight off, right? Threw me off. I wasn't prepared. That ain't what I wanted to do. So it was awkward. It was an awkward moment, right? So he went on about his business. I went on about mine. Maybe, and so then we talked maybe that evening. He said I could call him. That's what he said. I could call him anytime I want. Now, he has his own business. He do something at the airport. He renovate, he fix stuff, do something at the airport, right? And he has people that work for him, right? So, he had a very nice truck. He had the new F-150. Very nice. Everything was on point with him, right? So, that day, maybe he called me or I called him. I can't remember. But as he's talking to me, which was briefly, I could hear a woman in the background, right? Now, seemed like he was washing dishes. He was moving something around, right? So I might have said, who is that? Or something like that. And he said, I don't know what he said, his niece. Because he had told me his niece lived with him. He had already set that up. My niece, grown niece, lived with him, So anyway, so that happened. So he was like, "I'll call you back when I finish." Because I said, "What you doing?" That's what I said. "What you doing?" He said, "You know how you come home and you have to clean up or whatever." He said, "Okay, cool. Let that go." But my mind, nothing leaves this here. My memory banks, right? My memory go back to 2 years old. Don't nothing leave here. So maybe later that night, I may have called him, and when I called him, and when I called him, he said he was working. Right? Okay, let that go. You working. It's 10:30 at night. I remember that. Okay, you working. All right, whatever. Right? Then maybe the next day, he may have called me or something. But that evenings would be off, right? So one day I remember I called him and he was like, "Hello," real low, "Hello," right? Okay, hey, right? And he couldn't talk. I'm gonna call you back, and never did. That might have happened twice, right? So at this point, I don't really have anything to say to you because in my mind, you have a woman. Whether you do or not, and I've already formed an opinion, and I believe you have a woman because the way you moving funny at night, right? So one time, so maybe a few days later, I needed him to do something for me at my house, and he came right away. He came right away and did it, right? Very nice. But the thing was, we sat down for a moment, and then he wanted me to sit next to him, like, that ain't what I wanted to do, right? And he wanted to hug me, and I wasn't on that, right? So I started talking about women or a girlfriend or something like that, and he was like, "No, you're my girlfriend." First of all, I'm not 10, bro. I don't even know you. Stop it, right? That doesn't flatter me. That doesn't do nothing but make me think you're a weirdo, right? So he might have texted a couple more times or something. And he called, but that was the extent of it, right? So one day I called him. I played with him, y'all, because I felt like he was playing with me. And sometime when I got time to play. So I texted him something very sensual, very sexual, what all I wanted to do and everything. But I said, now that I know that you have a woman, this is all I want from you, right? This, that, and that, this, that, and very explicit details. Immediately, he says, "When are you available?" He don't say, see, I'm a psychologist in my head. I ain't went to school for it, but that's what I am. He don't say, "I don't have a woman. What you talking about?" He says none of that. He says, "When are you available?" I never responded. I never responded, right? That was weeks ago. I just wanted to play with him like he'd been playing with me. So today he texts me and it says, "Good morning, how you doing?" "I'm fine, how are you?" Again, I had time today. I'm laying in the bed on TikTok, right? So he says, "How did this call come through? Oh my God, I really want to talk to him." I thought I had my phone on silent. See how to, let me tell y'all something. I ain't gonna be talking to y'all long because I need to talk to him. I like him. So anyway, I thought I had turned my ringer off. So anyway, oh, he threw me straight off. So anyway, Buddy texted me and said, "Are you off today?" I said, "No, I'm at home." I mean, yeah, I'm at home, right? He said, "When can I see you?" Now, that's the wrong question to ask me. I said, "I don't know when you can see me, but I do know you can't come to my house with your DICK in your hand. I do know that, right? And especially since you have a woman, right?" He said, he said, um, he said, "What are you talking about?" That's what he texted me. Before I could answer him back, he was calling me. Now he was trying to overtalk me, and I ain't telling you, I don't like people saying this. What I realized, and I could just be wrong, but I think Africans are very controlling, right? I've had an encounter with about 2, 3 of them, and they're very controlling. So, or try to be, right? They crazy. So he said, I be at work and I work at night and I have my guys. Okay, whatever. I said, "Listen, you can tell me whatever you want to tell me. Your actions show me who you are. You can tell me you can say all kind of stuff, but your actions show me who you are." So he said, "Well, I don't want to talk about it anymore. I want to talk to you face to face." Okay. So I said, "Well, I'm in the bed now. I'll call you later." And I never did. That was him just calling me now. I don't plan on calling him, right? Because you're not gonna play with me. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Fred. This one I like. This one I like, right? He's very cute. Now he's shorter than me, but hey, we're gonna have to deal with that, right? We're gonna have to deal with that. We're gonna have to, let me tell him something. Hold on, hold on, hold on. He's very polite, very gentlemanly. Um, very gentlemanly, right? Which I like. And he has solutions, not problems. Live by himself, have his own stuff, has a very good job. He's a salaried worker, okay? And we got a date Friday. We're gonna go bowling and stuff Friday, right? Hold on, y'all. So I'm telling y'all, I have the weirdest. My life is like a movie with these men, right? And sometimes, like I said, I entertain it because it's funny. I don't have nothing else to do, and I can tell y'all about it, right? Yeah, that's what I'm going bowling with. He's a very nice guy. He's very nice, right? He's very nice. But we'll see, because you know a lot of times they start off like that. But he's from Barbados, and he's been here 14 years. Very, very, very nice looking guy. Very polished up, right? He's sort of like to himself. You know, tomorrow's his birthday, okay? But he's working. And that's why we're going to hang out Friday, right? But very nice guy, very nice guy. And he has not talked to me in a sexual manner or a sexual overtone, which most dudes do, and that turns me off, right? That turns me right off, right? Like the guy that just had called me and think that, like, nobody said, well, Jackie, what you need help with? Can I put some gas in your car? Can I put some groceries in your house? Do you need a hug? Like, you know, ain't saying that, right? So I tell my new friend, I said, yeah, I'm going to get me a washer and dryer because I got a washer and dryer hookup. I left my washer and dryer at my house. When I sold my house, I sold that with it, right? Because I had moved to the townhouse and had it in there and all that. So now I need it, right? So he said, you know what? You're welcome to come to my house and wash anytime. See what I'm saying? A solution, not a problem, right? Yeah, just, not a problem for me, right? Like, I don't like dudes that are solely, and what kills me is these dudes is half a century old. Your sole concern is sex? What? No, you probably can't even do all what I need you to do, right? So anyway, I'm off of that. But I got my TikTok, y'all. Follow me on TikTok. I don't know what's going on, but and so I was looking at my account to see what my password was. Like, I don't want to lose my password and all that stuff. Yeah. Hey, Angel. Yeah, me too. But he's so nice, right? It's a little scary because he's so nice, and he works all the time. And so I asked him, I said, well, why don't you, girl, bye. No, he didn't. That nigga was disgusting. But this guy is a very nice and just laid back kind of dude, right? He don't seem like he's confrontational or anything like that. He just go with the flow and he's nice. So I said, well, what are you doing New Year's Eve? Because I'm going to church New Year's Eve. I'm going to watch service. But I was just asking him, what you doing New Year's Eve? And he said, well, I like to reflect and see where I'm at and see where I'm going. Ain't no Negro said that to me. Ain't nobody said that to me. They want to reflect and make themselves better. I met him at the store. Ain't nobody said that. But that's very rare, though, because dudes don't say nothing to you no more. That's very rare. But ain't nobody reflecting. These Negroes ain't reflecting, right? And he told me he wants to buy a house. And when he, at the end of this year, he wants to buy a house and so on and so forth, right? So we'll just see. Everything is good right at the beginning. We'll see. I think he's like, his birthday, I think he's going to be 52. He's going to be 52. Yeah, 52 or 3. One of them, 52 or 3. But we'll see. And he works out. He's conscious of what he put in his body, like me. He works out. He look good. His body. Oh my God, he looks good. But we'll see where it go. You know, I'm gonna try to make it go where it need to go. That's for sure. But we'll see. You know, my tolerance. Let me tell y'all something. My tolerance is very short. None. Matter of fact, I have no tolerance for bull. My patience is short. I don't have tolerance for bull. You have to come all the way to correct, like I'm coming, or I don't have the time to fool or test you out or hope you get right. I don't do that, right? I'm just gonna dismiss myself. I don't have time. And you know, the guy that the African guy that calls from time to time, you know, he's full of game. And if you think you can outgame me, you got another thought coming. Yeah, they terrible, you know. And I just got a good conversation with one of my sisters, one of my girlfriends, and see, this is the problem. This is why I nip it in the bud. And I had a conversation with my daughter. She said, now, Ma, I see what you're saying, right? Because she was like, Ma, you say too much, you do too much. Listen, I ain't set the standards of what I want from the beginning, so there's no misunderstanding, right? Because if you, men are human. If you let them do that, and that ain't something you like, they're gonna keep doing it. It's gonna multiply. It's gonna add on, right? I set the standards right from the beginning, and if you can't deal with that, okay, cool. Because there's somebody that will, right? So I done made too many mistakes in my life, and I'm just at this stage of the game. I'm not for it. There are, hey Lorraine, I'm just not for it, right? And you know, I'm just not for it, just not, you know. But back to the TikTok, y'all. I'm really upset, and so when I was on Google, when I Googled just before I got on here, it said, take the app down and start back over. I don't want to do that. I mean, not start over, but what did it say? Let me read y'all what it said. But I don't know if I know my password, right? I'm pretty sure that I don't. It says, if you can't follow users on TikTok, one of the simplest things you can do is restart the app. This will allow your system to reload TikTok's resources and eliminate any errors that may have occurred during runtime. For most Android devices, you can restart TikTok using the application switcher. Now, I don't know what the application switcher is. Do y'all know what that is? But I'm scared that if I take this down, I ain't gonna remember. I ain't gonna be able to get back. Because I done got all these followers today, right? I'm at 1,200 or something, and you know, I was at 8. I done got 400, and it's more. They just can't get to me, right? So I don't know if you know, us Pisces, we get turned out quick. Yeah, very quickly. And I didn't know. You know what, Lorraine? You a Pisces? I didn't know if that was a Pisces trait, or if that's just, you know, that's just who I am, right? Reset your password. Reset my password. I don't want to lose nothing, friend. Can they let you reset? It looked like they could, because it was something about your email or something. Because after I read this, but then I didn't have time to really research it because it was time for me to go live. But this got to be fixed, right? Because you stopping my flow. It's a lot of ladies I want to follow. You know, every TikTok I go through is somebody saying follow me. So I'm trying to follow them, right? I follow dudes too, but I'm trying to follow all of the black women that I can. And another thing, people get on there and tell stories about their life. It's very interesting, right? People get on there and tell their story, right? Like and you know, we all need an outlet. And for some people, this is their outlet. Because some people don't, you know, I have friends that they ain't going nowhere, they ain't doing nothing. This is their outlet, right? So I've got to fix that. Oh, somebody asked a question. Why is TikTok limiting my following? Let's see this. If you follow many accounts quickly, which is what they told me, TikTok asks you to take a break. The platform limits your follow rate to counter spamming and malicious activities. Here we go, y'all. You can follow 25 to 30 accounts maximum per hour. The daily limit is 200 accounts. Did I follow 200? I may have followed 200. I'll wait till tomorrow and see if they'll let me I was looking for this question earlier. Okay. Somebody said, how long does TikTok block you from following? What does following too fast mean? See, these questions went up here earlier when I looked. You may have received this notice if you have been following a lot of accounts very quickly. In order to prevent spamming, we may disable a user's account for 24 hours. So I'll wait till tomorrow. And I'll get with y'all, and let y'all know. Now, tomorrow I got to go to work. Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, I'm going on my date. Saturday, I'm going to go live. I don't know what time yet. So I'm going to wait the 24 hours. I'm going to wait the 24 hours and see what happens. Because I followed a lot of people. And I'm pretty sure I went over I was at the 200. I followed a lot of people because it was coming so fast. And I followed, people were following me and I was following back. So, okay, we're going to give it. But the fight goes on, y'all. The fight goes on. Y'all hear me? So we'll see. We'll see. Because that bothered me. And when I thought to Google it, Google tell you everything. When I thought to Google it, it was I was getting ready to go live with y'all. It's a Pisces trait because I'm a Pisces. I'm exactly. Are you, Ree? Okay, if I love you, you can get any. Right. But don't lie to me and don't try to use me because I will know. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Some of the social media platforms limited followers during election time. My business was limited to 200 a week. Really? Back to the Pisces. Let me tell y'all something. The older I get, the more I learn about myself, right? Now, I always knew that this is why I stopped smoking weed. I stopped smoking weed years ago, a long time ago, right? Because I thought that weed was what made me change my mind about things. Because I could be real strong about something this moment, and in the next moment be like, no, never mind, right? And I thought it was weed that did that. Until maybe a few years ago, just a few years ago, I was talking with somebody, and they said, you're a Pisces, and the Pisces sign, which I never understood the fish. I just thought you meant you swim, and I don't swim, so I didn't really pay the fish no attention. And it was like the fish is one upstream, one downstream. Change your mind. Like that makes perfect sense because I've been like that all of my life. When one of the foster homes I was in, the last one I was in, the lady told me that I was fickle, right? She said I was fickle. I was a child. She said I was fickle, right? Not just a Pisces. I'm a Capricorn. I feel the same way as you are. Yeah, Capricorn and Pisces are sort of the same, in my opinion, right? Especially the latter Capricorns. Let me see something. Because y'all know what? The lady used to say that I was fickle. And I had a boyfriend years ago when I was in my 30s and didn't even know myself. That's what that lady said. So fickle is changing frequently, especially as regards of your interest or affection. So that lady saw that in me as a child, right? I will be in town the week of January 9th. If he works out, tell him to find a friend. Okay. Well, and he has a friend that has a club in his area. He live in Norcross. And he has a friend, I'm going to say he's an islander too, that has a club, and I asked him to take me to it, so we'll probably go to it. We'll see, but I sure will. But yeah, the Pisces, I love everybody, right? I love everybody, but the moment I sense bull, now the older me, I can let it go and go about my business. The younger me would make you pay for that, right? I would make you pay for that, right? Because I was petty. I just told y'all I'm petty. So the petty part of me would come out, right? Oh, you would be in Norcross? Who live in Norcross? Or you staying in Norcross? The petty part of me, we're going to talk when I finish, after I talk to him tonight. The petty part of me would pay you back for whatever you tried to do to me, right? I don't do that today. Oh, okay. I don't do that today. I just leave you alone, right? No matter who you are, I just leave you alone because I just don't have the space in my head to be dealing with that, right? It's much easier for me. It's much easier for me to just leave you alone than to. It's just much easier for me to leave you alone. I don't even have to have a conversation with you. I don't have to do anything. But like I said, sometimes when I don't have nothing to do, and I need some funny activity in my life, I play with these dudes. I talk crazy to them, say all kind of stuff they think they want to hear, and then I don't say nothing else to them again, and that always throws them off. Like I don't never have to talk to you again. I don't. Because for what? You know, I just had a conversation with one of my girlfriends, one of my close girlfriends. And she got going through a breakup with a dude. Let me ask y'all this. If a guy gives you a ring, if you get engaged, and then y'all break up, do you give the ring back? Drop down right now and tell me, do you give the ring back? And I'm going to tell y'all what I say. I don't believe you should give no ring back. Why? Because you've endured some bullshit with that nigga, and you deserve that ring. Okay? They ain't gonna pay me no way. I'm just gonna cuss it like I want to cuss. You deserve that ring. Jeanette, you say give it back? Depending on the size. I know that's right. I ain't giving it nothing back. I'm going to fight. You want to fight. You get to fight me for it, right? But my girlfriend, she's very passive. She said she gave it back. Now, because he held her clothes hostage, right? He held, wait a minute. He held her clothes hostage, right? Now, I said, why did you leave your clothes in that house? You know, they were breaking up, and she left him in there, right? Let me tell y'all something. My clothes and all my personal belongings, clothes, hats, shoes, purses, is very important to me, just like a kid. You know, and depending on what day and how I'm feeling, there's 3 things you can't mess with, maybe 4. My clothes, my man, my kids, and my money. And depending on how I'm feeling and what day it is, what order that go in, right? I done never left my clothes. Woo, Lord. Yeah, she gave the ring back. I wouldn't have gave him nothing. Because she endured a lot of bullshit with that man. I wouldn't have gave him nothing. I would give it back so they would not have a reason to try to contact me again. And that's what she said. She was like, she didn't want him, you know, she's passive. She ain't like me. She said she gave it back. She didn't want him to be encountering him nowhere. And he getting on her nerves about the ring. I ain't giving you nothing. Nothing. If we actually married and it don't work out as well, yeah, they wasn't married, they was engaged. If you marry, you ain't giving no ring back if you get married. That's not even a question. If you know you have a petty man, you have to move differently. True. He definitely was that. He was see, this is why you got to let me tell y'all something. You have to really get to know people, men, because they're like chameleons, right? And at first, I liked him for her. Ooh, I liked him, right? Let me tell y'all something. This is my girlfriend live in Cincinnati, and I went out with I was at my son's house in Dayton, so that's on Cincinnati on like an hour away, 45 minutes. So I had drove to our house. It was a party, big party going on, so I had drove down there and go to the party, right? And he was very nice. He paid for everything, even though I don't drink and stuff. Ain't nothing you can pay for me for, but you know, he was very nice, very welcoming, right? And then the next morning, I spent the night. So he didn't. Let me see how that went. He went to his sister's house. His friend had a small apartment. He went to his sister's house so we could be in the apartment together, right? I thought that was gentlemanly, right? Then the next morning when he came with breakfast and juices and stuff, right? Small claims court to get him in, he would win, right? Juices and stuff. And it was very nice, right? And then I was leaving that morning, so he brought breakfast, and he was very nice. And then before I left, he put some money in my hand, right? He was a nice guy. And he went to church with my friend. He looked nice. They looked cute together. He knew how to put his clothes on. Because, you know, a lot of these old Negroes can't put their clothes on, right? Depending on why he broke up the engagement, he was foul. She broke it off. He was foul. Yeah, she broke it off because she had to get away from him. He was foul. But he was very, very nice. He fooled me. But if I'm in an intimate space with a dude, I'm going to watch you, right? I'm going to watch you because I'm trying to learn you. And a lot of times we don't do that as women. I've always done it, right? And I can see some things and overlook it, but no more of the overlooking, right? But there's a lot of things that she let go that I would have never let go of. No, not him. He ain't never have a chance. You know, I was trying to be nice because he had did something nice for me. And I was just trying to reciprocate it. And in my head, you know, when he asked me to dinner, dinner ain't no big deal to me, right? But I said, okay. Because he was trying to be nice. So I'm going to receive the niceness, right? But I had knew that he was sort of rude last year. That's why I stopped talking to him, right? and we had conversation about it. We had several conversations about it, right? But like the people say, when somebody show you who they are, believe them. Believe them, right? They don't change. People will change if they want to, and if they value you enough. If a man wants to be in a relationship with you and he values you enough, he will change, right? That's very rare, and we wasn't getting ready to be in no relationship, right? First of all, Mama would have had to die for that to happen. Even if I liked him, she was going to have to die because Mama was running that. I don't want no man that his mama running him. Let me tell y'all something that's good to watch. It's on BET Plus called I Got a Story to Tell, right? It's about the 4th episode or the 6th episode. They show 2 episodes a week. Oh my God, the one I watched last night was so good. It was about a man who had an Oedipus complex. That means he was in love with his mama. Oh, it was so good. So good. Y'all got to watch it. I got a story to tell on BET Plus. And they like 6 episodes in, but they show 2 a week. Oh, it's very good. It's something like, let me see what it was like. Tales of the Crypt, or it was a show come on a long time ago. Long time ago in black and white. It was something like that. Yes, I told my sister to watch. Yes, soon. Yeah, you saw it? It's very good. It's very good. But yes, last night's episode was intense, right? Shout out to BET, because let me tell y'all something. A lot of black films and series are filmed here. I didn't know that till I got here, right? And these people are working. You'll see them on all of the networks. BET, All Black, Aspire, Clio. You see these people are working, right? And it's really good to see. You know what I'm saying? Newcomers are working. People off of reality shows, and they can act. People off of certain reality shows, reality shows are working. They're in movies and stuff. Like, it's going now. I said that I was going to. I ain't really rode around too much, y'all, because I really ain't had the time. But I said I was going to see if I could see Tyler Perry Studios. That's the street I pass every day when I go to work. It's called Tyler Perry Studios Avenue, right? Mama had to. Yeah, you saw it. And that episode with Young Jock, that was good too, wasn't it? Yes, that was. I'm telling you, these episodes are intense. I don't. And different people, I think, write different episodes. It's not the same people doing the writing, right? Listen, that one with Young Jock was good, right? And I happened up on that because they're not advertising that. Like they advertise all the Queens Men or whatever, all them other shows. They're not advertising this. I just happened to see it on my screen, right? Oh my God, it's intense and very good. It's like Twilight Zone. Tales from the Crypts. It's real good though. It's real good, y'all. Y'all gotta watch that. It's real good. But anyway, y'all, tomorrow, I'm going to, y'all follow me at Jackie Mason 2. It's down there somewhere. I put it somewhere. At Jackie Mason 2, y'all follow me. You can't get in the studio gates, though. They don't do tours of security at the gate, and you can't see much. Oh, I should have knew you knew. I was going to ask you, did you know that? Yeah. So how far is it down that street? How far down is it? Because that's the studios, that's where they making all this stuff at. And I wonder, like, is Tyler Perry, does he rent it out to people or he just do his thing there? Because there's a lot of movies and shows being produced here in Atlanta, right? A lot of it. And like I said, I didn't know it till I moved here. And they always have, what you call that? When they want people to come and be fill-ins. They have that a lot down here too. But it's very good, y'all. It's called I Got a Story to Tell. It's not far off. It's not far. Oh, okay. Because I pass it every day when I go to work. And I was just interested. Just his shows. Okay. But anyway, I feel better now that I have to wait 24 hours. So now I know there's a limit. So I got to look and see. I know at last account, way before just now, it was like 100. So I know it's probably 200. So as soon as I Soon as I follow all those people, then that'll be the end of that for tomorrow, right? So that's how they doing. Okay. They are trash, you know. And so when you find it, listen, y'all. I've been on this quest for a long time. Me and my ex broke up 5 years ago, right? I have never in my life been single this long. But if I was using the same criteria that I'm using now and using the same good sense that I use now, I'd have been single. I wouldn't have with some of the people I was with. See what I'm saying? I was just telling my girlfriend, you have to talk. You have to ask questions. It's an interview. You have to ask questions. And if somebody don't want you to ask questions, that ain't the person you need to be with. Because everybody should be forthcoming, because this is how you get to know somebody. You talk and you ask questions. How am I know you if I don't ask the questions? Right? And I have talked to guys who say, what's this, an interview with you, the police? Yes, nigga, I'm all of that. I am all of that. You ain't got nothing to hide, you will talk. If you don't have anything to hide, you don't get upset, right? Like the guy tonight, this morning, he got really upset because I said, you have a woman. I guess ain't nobody never called him out. People just, and see, what I think is, guys have been doing foolishness for so long that when somebody call them out on it, they in shock. Right? Like, how dare you? Or what you mean? And you won't think you can talk to me crazy. Like, it's a young boy at my job, young man at my job that likes me. And I had a conversation with him once or twice. And he hung up on me. I don't know if I told y'all this. Because I wasn't saying what he wanted me to say or whatever. I don't know why. Whatever, right? And, okay, I didn't call him back, none of that. Okay, cool. You drew the line. You stay over there. I'm going to stay over here. So I see him at work. He always call me like, Jackie. He called me Jacqueline. He's African too. So I tell him, listen here. I didn't tell him at work because I don't want to make a scene. When he called me that next day, I said, listen, you got to be a grown man to fool with me. I don't fool with little boys. You got to be a grown man. Hung up the phone, right? And he was calling me, and I'm sorry. He was so apologetic. I'm cool. He called me last night, and I said, listen, I told you got to be grown. He said, I like you, I really like you. No, I can't fool with you. And I was going to play with him. But he fresh off the boat. Too much to teach, too much to, he fresh off the boat. I can't deal with him. I can't hardly understand him either. But I'm going to see about TikTok, y'all. Now, let me say this, what I was going to talk about in the first place. Jaguar Wright has resurfaced. She looks good. Looks about the same. Look a little healthier, right? I tell anyone new in the get to know phase, we have to share intimate facts. Yeah. He asked his question. And that's what I always say. Do you have something to ask me? Why don't you have something to ask me? Right? They can tell a lot about the substance of the man. Sure can. I ask it, right? But anyway, she's somebody's interviewing. I don't know who it is, but she's sitting on the couch. And she's talking about Diddy. Now, at first, when I first started seeing her, she was performing and telling us where she was going to perform at and telling us how to stream her and so on and so forth. I was like, good for her. I think she's still with the husband. I believe he was in the car with her. They was in the car. She was in the car. She go live a lot in the mornings. And she was in the car. He was in the car with her. But I'm referencing, she was talking about Diddy and some more stuff and some more people. And I said, why is it that she wants to tell these people secrets? Right? Then she went so far, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, and she said she started naming all the people that has been affiliated with Diddy that have died from heart attacks. Now, what she was implying was that, because at first I thought she meant something spiritual, like Diddy got a bad spirit or something, right? She said, well, they all died from heart attacks. And she was speaking in this tone. They all died from heart attacks. And she's named Andre Harrell, except for Biggie, of course. Kim Porter and who else? She named some more folks that was in Diddy's space that died of heart attacks, right? And she said, there's drugs that you can give people and they can die and it'll appear like a heart attack, right? I was like, ooh, she's talking too much, right? And then she said some more stuff. She said some quite interesting stuff. She's on YouTube. Just look her up because she's saying stuff to everybody in a much calmer tone. See, before she was real riled up, and that's probably how she had the stroke or the heart attack, whatever she had, right? She's talking a very mellow tone, right? And I said to myself, she needs to leave these people alone. We all know that Diddy is some sort of unicorn, right? Leave these people alone and quit putting their business out there. If that is their business. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's jealousy, but this is what I think about her. I think she missed her shot. Because she hasn't said it, I haven't heard it lately say it, but she had said about Jill Scott, like she came out in that era, right? That neo soul, she's with that bunch. And she missed out because of her, from what I hear, from her actions, right? So I think she's bitter. Maybe not jealous, bitter. I think she's bitter. That's what I think. Because she feels like she can sing better than them, and maybe she can, right? But you have to, and she was not obedient. Like she told us, she went in Clive Davis or somebody's office with a bat. Like nobody fools with troubled people. You're going to be too much trouble, ain't nobody fooling with you. So she cut her own self out. She cut her off, from my understanding. She cut her own self out, right? So, and it's hard to get back on the train once you done fell off and got run over. It's hard to get back on the train because people still know you as who you were. I believe people can change. But when people try, nobody's going to invest money with you for you to clown out and not do what you're supposed to do and not go to shows and not abide by your contract. Ain't nobody fooling with you. Ain't nobody going to never fool with you. Especially after all that telling she did. Ain't nobody going to fool with her. Now, she's on somebody's app, some streaming something. I forgot, but Google it. Go to YouTube, she'll tell you. That's what I said. That's what I said. I ain't want to say it. Angel. I ain't want to say it. But I'm like, you got to stop. Because if she was sitting on that couch, I think this was the day before yesterday. It's been one of these days I've been off, that I saw her, somebody was interviewing her, and she was just running off at the mouth. Like I said, her tone was very low. But, yeah, that's what I think it is, bitter. I think she's bitter. Because, just think, if you was on your way, she was on her way with all these people, Talib Kweli, and plus she was promiscuous. Like, listen, you can't spread your. Sometimes you mess up for yourself. You got to get in control of yourself. You was reckless with your mouth. You was reckless with your body. You was reckless with your actions. That was your fault, sis. That was your fault. And what they say, she got a very beautiful voice. You messed that up. You messed that up. You know what I'm saying? And then you pop out of space or wherever you popped out from and got so vicious on the YouTube streets. And somebody was, because young people like comeback stories. People like comeback stories. Had she not did what she did, somebody might have would have fooled with her. You know what I'm saying? Still reckless. That's what I'm saying. When I first saw the first video too, I was like happy for her because she's telling where the streamer, she was going to concerts and this and that, and little places she was gonna be at. Okay, cool. You got your mind back right. Your skin look good. Kudos. She back still talking. I said, Lord, she's still talking. Shut up. She's still talking. Just quit with the talk. Now, let me just see with my good brain. If I was her, I'm sitting in a public space for the world to see, and I'm telling all the people that have died fooling with Diddy, and then I say, there's a drug you can get, and it'll appear that you had a heart attack. If he'd have killed all them and he was getting money with them, that's what I'm going by how she thinking. If he done did all that to them, what do you think he gonna do to you? I'm just saying. She missed her shot and Jag became bitter, definitely. Yeah, she missed a shot. Hey, Shantae, she missed a shot. You know what I'm saying? You missed your shot. And that happens in life. That happens in life. You have to regroup, reprogram, and start all over again. I've started over several times. From off of some shit I did, right? So, and then you have to learn from it. See, she hasn't learned. Right? Oh, you remember her? See, I don't remember her. In the early 2000s, I was way out there anyway. I don't remember her. But you have to learn from your mistakes. See, that's the problem. People will keep doing the same stuff, bumping their head, busting their nose, and expect things to change. That's not how it happened. It don't go like that. You know what I'm saying? You have to humble yourself for one. And even if you know all these things, and even if all you still unbalanced, sis, I would be afraid to say all that stuff. I would. I would be afraid to say all that stuff, right? Listen, I wouldn't say nothing. You know, I wouldn't say nothing. You see, Albie Shore had that's what she talked about. Albie Shore. That's what she said too. Albie Shore has a stroke and was in the coma for 2 months after talking. Yep, yep, yep. That's what she said. That's what she said. She talked about Albie Shore because I remember seeing a video before he got sick. There was a video up of her and Albie Shore. They was getting ready to collab and do something, and that's what she was talking about on that couch. Her and Albie Shore was getting ready to do this, and she had just talked to him. Blah 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 blah. Oh, she said he was writing a book as well. I think that's what she said. He was writing a book as well. Like, it was a little spooky, but I'm like, she need to be cool. You gotta admit you're wrong to get better. You do. You're not gonna get better if you don't apologize or stop doing what you're doing. You're not. It's just you're not. You're not right. When she said that about Albie Shore, she said Albie Shore. She named somebody else. It was Albie Shore, Andre Harrell, Kim Porter, and a couple more people she named that was surrounded with him from the early days. And because she said they all had a business, which I didn't know. They had formed a company. She said it was Albie Shore, Diddy, Andre Harrell, and I want to say it was Kim Porter. Somebody else had a business, a joint function they had, right? Mine's too, Lisa Marie. Like, I wouldn't, and it seemed like the person that was interviewing her said something about that, and she said something smart about it. Gotta watch it. She's on YouTube. I don't know, because it's fresh, because I just saw it yesterday or the day before. You know how you be scrolling down and she was talking. I don't know who it was, right? But it's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, not IG. It's on YouTube. Or what is that? Yeah, it's on you. I'm going to say it's on YouTube. Might have been on TikTok. I don't know on TikTok, but I think it's on YouTube, though. But I'm like, she needs to be cool, right? She needs to be cool. And because you're insinuating. It's one thing to tell what you've seen. But when you're insinuating someone of, I'm going to do like they do on TikTok, being unalive, being the cause of somebody being unalive. Let me tell y'all something. Uptown Records. I didn't know Albie Shore was part of Uptown Records. Okay. Let me tell you something. I learned yesterday on TikTok that you cannot use the word kill or dead. I don't think you can use dead either. You have to say unalive. I learned that yesterday because somebody said, well, why are you saying unalive? I ain't never heard of that. I've never heard of unalive either. And someone in the comments explained that TikTok doesn't allow you to say that. Ain't that something, y'all? It was Heavy D. It was Heavy D. It was. Yes, it was. Yep. She better stop talking these Hollywood folks' business. She already said she had death threats and someone's trying to get her. On YouTube, too. Yeah, it was Heavy D. I'm almost sure it was. Yes, it was. Because I didn't know Heavy D was in. I didn't know that. I remember when I was looking at this, I didn't know that Albie Shore and Heavy D was part of Uptown. I didn't know that part, right? So I was like, ooh, that's what made me say I'm going to talk about her because listen. There's a guy. I'm gonna find out what his name is. I think I seen him on TikTok. He might be on IG too. He got tattoos all over his body. He's a dark skin. He would be nice looking, and he got a nice body if he wasn't so crazy looking, right? And then he got birthmarks. He got a bald head. He got birthmarks. He got birthmarks mixed in with tattoos over his head and face and stuff, right? And he wants to be the next Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna tell you what his name is. Somebody Samuels. I'm gonna look him, see if I can find him, and look him up. Jaguar had one album. She came and went quickly. Okay. Yep, all of them were part of it. I didn't know that. I didn't know Heavy D and Albie Shore was part of Uptown. Did not know that. So there's a conspiracy. I ain't even gonna speak it out my mouth, but I see where she's going with that. And I could be thinking them thoughts too, right? But I ain't gonna speak it out my mouth. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't know that. But yeah, so yeah, that's something right there. That just threw me right there like, ooh, I hope that ain't the case. Did I tell y'all that I was on vacation with Diddy's auntie? Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna just tell y'all something. The auntie looked more like the mama. That's all I'm gonna say on that. The auntie looked more like the mama. Mm-hmm. I don't know what auntie did. I don't know what she did. She was older. She was older than me. I don't know what auntie did, but that was his auntie. So the people say. Yeah, right. Yeah, I thought Heavy D. I didn't know Heavy D had a heart attack. I thought he died from being on a plane and his legs swole up. He didn't have no circulation. That's what I read somewhere. Right. Let's check it out right now. What did Heavy D die from? What did Heavy D die from? Y'all know I'm a Googler extraordinaire. That's a pulmonary embolism. That's why sometimes when she's talking, some things I know I've read of, and I'm like, nah, that don't sound right. Okay, he had pulmonary embolism caused by a blood clot in his leg. He had also suffered from heart disease. Didn't know that part, but I knew he had a blood clot. He had been on a long flight or something. This is why when you go on flights or bus rides, especially bus rides or in a car, you have to get out and stretch because you'll get your leg, you lose circulation in your legs. Yeah. Andre Hill did too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a little spooky creepy, right? That's a little spooky creepy, But anyway, y'all, listen, y'all stay with me. Like I said, tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, I work. Friday, I'm gonna be out. I got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's 4 days. 3 of them days I'm going live. Might not go live Saturday, and I might. I don't know. Right? I really appreciate y'all. Right? Again, I gotta go, Jeanette. I got to talk. Let me tell y'all something. Jeanette, we're gonna talk, sis. We're gonna talk how we do. When you see them, you're gonna be like, oh yes, sis. When you see them, right? I've been talking to creatures, leprechauns, monsters, baby monkeys. I heard Andre confronted Puff about the toxins found, and is that what happened? Or wear compression socks. Yeah, compression socks. Yep, that's right. Is that what happened? Because, he was relatively young. Was he 50? He was young to be dying. Like, but in my mind, though, see, I don't want this to compute in my mind. Because if this is the case and we see this, why don't the powers that be see this? Is it Illuminati? What y'all think? Y'all think it's Illuminati or no? Yeah or nay? I don't know about the Illuminati stuff. I think it's some powers that be that's controlling and running some things. I didn't know that about Andre Harrell. Wow. Ooh. I didn't know that. So, if that's the case, what do you think happened with Biggie? I've heard different rumors about that. Stuff that make you say, right? I don't know. Tima, that's my girl Tima. Tima, I'm about to go, girl. I'm about to go, Tima. But Tima, listen, I'm gonna text you next because tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday I gotta work. Friday and Saturday I might be dating. But Sunday, Monday, Tuesday I'm going live. I'm gonna text you before I go live. Yeah, Tima, we got a lot to giggle about. My Charlotte girls is in the house. We got a lot to giggle about. I believe there's tons of people that have sold their souls for the almighty dollar. Yeah, absolutely. But then you become they can puppet you. They can puppet you then at that case. So what I was talking about before I go was my TikTok won't allow me to follow nobody after about 12 o'clock today. They wouldn't let me follow anybody. So now I have Googled it, and they said that your limit is 200. Because I was on the road this morning, right? And I was following everybody, all the black girls. I was following everybody. They was following me back, and I was trying to follow them back. So I was upset because I'm thinking it's some type of form of racism. I don't know what, my mind started going all kind of crazy ways. You got to watch Diddy's ex bodyguard. I saw one of those interviews. I saw one. He's got a whole channel. He's got a whole channel. Oh, send me that information in my email, please, so I can check into it. Send me that. Send me that in my email, Lisa Marie. Um. Oh wow. Yeah. So they wouldn't let me because we on the movement. We got the movement. Black girl follow train movement, right? And everybody's following everybody. So I'm sure we threw the algorithm off, but anyway, it wouldn't let me follow nobody else no more. And I was telling them, Tima, I got 400 followers today. And people were saying in there that you can get 5,000 followers in a few days' time if we all do this, right? So, yeah, Gene did. I've seen one of his videos. So, and I didn't know that you needed 1,000 to go live. I didn't even know that. I just like being on TikTok, right? What's BET Plus show again? It's I Got a Story to Tell. I Got a Story to Tell. They got six episodes, and it's a lot of people that we know in movies and stuff. It's some entertainment. It's some reality people like Candy. I think is in the very first episode. And Young Jock is playing he in a good episode. And the one last night is one of Tyler Perry's boys. That was awesome. It's very good, very good. It's called I Got a Story to Tell. But anyway, y'all, I got to see if I can, I got to keep up with my future boo, right? Love y'all, but I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm gonna say Sunday for sure. Sunday for sure, and maybe Saturday. I don't know, cause I want to go to church Sunday. So if I stay up too late, I won't be able to go to church. Cause I gotta watch this New Year's Eve, right? I'm going to church, but I also gotta watch. I gotta watch the first part of the reunion on Love and Marriage Huntsville because they're gonna bring some issues out. They're gonna tell some truths on Marceau, so they say, right? Enjoyed you too. See y'all, ladies. See my girls. See y'all.